for some,
Okay, let me know when it comes on.
Okay.
Oh, we're on?
You're on.
Okay, can you hear me? Let me know when you hear me.
Okay, just a moment.
Okay.
Okay, this is... Okay.
You heard me?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Hello. I'm not sure if anyone's on yet or you will be on soon, but greetings. Okay. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. You see from the I wanted to do a figure in an environment, and while I've had trouble last time finishing things on the live stream, I'm not going to worry about that today. I'm just going to get as far as I can with this, and like the other ones, just finish it later. I have the barest of indications here. You might not be able to see it, but that's okay. It's just that I just wanted to get some kind of placement before I start. And I'm going to start, So hopefully I will hear from you guys as you chime in. And this is fun. I kind of remember doing stuff like this when I went out to paint outdoors. I would just paint from life, and there'd be scenes like this. The only difference is that here with a photograph, the person is not going to walk away from me before I finish. So, and okay, again, I'm working in gouache again. And right now I am just drawing with my brush. And this paper that I'm using, I honestly can't tell you what it is because I have so many loose sheets of paper. I just found this among a stack of papers that I had, and tested out a piece of it to make sure it would take the gouache well, which it did. Then I toned it with a big brush and some gouache. And that's where I'm at now. I'm going to try and keep this to a very general statement.
So it appears to me like the background would be the more challenging thing.
Well, I'm going to simplify the background. I'm not going to pay that much attention to it because what it is that I might make the background a little bit darker than what you see there so that I can have the figure stand out from the background more.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this goes here. So if anyone is out there yet, um, give us let us know you're there. Just kind of tell us where you're from, or are you one of our regulars? And you know, what are you working in? Because I hope you're drawing along or painting along with me.
Okay. We have a creative atmosphere. I
Oh.
like that, creative atmosphere. It's a hello from Michigan.
Oh, okay, cool. Michigan. Wow.
Oh, atmosphere.
Ah, okay.
Atmosphere.
One of those tricky names. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of this back in later.
Okay, well, creative chimed in again. I hope to paint like this one day. Beautiful work you do.
Oh, I hope you're painting right now. This is the main reason for this draw along, paint along is just to have people kind of just paint along and use the reference that we have here. You know, let's have fun. Let's paint.
Yeah, just to have a little fun, a little piece of your day. With,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So what's the weather like in Michigan? It's 63 degrees here in the Bronx, New York.
On July 4th weekend.
Well, tomorrow's
Yeah, July
officially
4th weekend.
Uh-huh.
But it's jacket weather on July 4th.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. So creative said, not at this moment. I think he's talking about, are you painting or
okay.
drawing at this moment? I've got one of your digital books. I just need to actually paint something.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, we have Thomas Weber.
Okay.
Okay. He says, "Hi, Gil. Don't know if you remember me, but I'm Tom Weber, an artist from Milwaukee. I was thrilled to have this live demo pop up serendipitously on my feed.
Tom Weber.
Great seeing you at work. Longtime fan."
Oh, thank you. Okay, this comes here.
Okay. Well, Creative says he's a longtime fan here too.
Oh, cool. I like longtime fans.
Yes, we love them. would be interesting to know. What are other people's experience with art? Are they have they gone to high school and painted, or they've learned to paint at an older age? It'd be interesting to know.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
What are the art experiences of the people who chime in? You know,
Yeah.
who watch videos like these.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Weber had indicated most of the work he posted was pen and ink.
Okay, I love pen and ink.
Oh, yeah, you do. You're good at a lot of different things, I'll be honest with you. You know. So, he said you've interacted in the past and have been Facebook friends for quite a number of years.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, he says he's largely self-taught, but had some classes on and off since 1971. Okay, that's great to know. Uh-huh. And Creative said, I draw caricatures mainly, but paint occasionally.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I had one of my first jobs, illustration-wise, was doing caricatures for Bloomberg magazine. I had a friend of mine's who worked there. We went to Parsons School of Design together, and so what he did was he got in contact with me and told me, would I mind doing some caricatures? That was many years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
Mm. Okay, well, Weber said cool, creative atmosphere, and wow. Yeah, creative atmosphere, so wow. Yeah. I see your figure is starting to stand now, you know, from the background. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah. This is a lot to get down in a short amount of time. I'll try and see how far I can get through this.
Okay. Well, Weber asked, what kind of paper? I know you explained that earlier.
Yeah.
What kind of paper or ground are you painting on?
Okay, what it is that I look through. I have tons of paper all over the place, and so while I was looking for something about the size I wanted to paint on, I had all these different sheets of paper that I cut down to size. I am not exactly sure what kind of paper this is. It was paper that I had in the stacks of papers that I intended to use someday, and so this is the day for this paper. So I just picked it out, and I tested a piece of it to make sure that gouache would work fine on it. And then what I did was I laid down a wash of gouache paint on it to give me a tone, and that's what I have here. But exactly what kind of paper it is, I haven't the slightest idea. Or what brand of paper it is. But I usually keep good paper around, rag content paper. So probably something like that.
Okay. I believe Creative Atmosphere had used one of your emojis. He said, "Thank you for being an excellent example of a hard-working artist."
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Thank you. Creative Atmosphere. Yeah, I'm saying atmosphere, but it's atmosphere. Okay.
So I'm trying to be as broad as I can, and or be as impressionistic as I can with this subject. So I'm not really going for accuracy so much as just kind of feeling of the color and everything. Although I want some accuracy there, obviously. But in general, I'm trying to go for the impression of the thing.
Yeah, I would be interested to know, like, what are some of the things your fans are tackling with their art,
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be an interesting thing to know. If anybody wants to chime in, what are
Yeah.
you tackling?
Sure.
What are the challenges
Right.
that you're facing?
Yeah, if you're not working and you want to chat, by all means, go ahead. I would love to hear from people.
Yeah.
I would love to hear what it is that you do and what your concerns are about art and so forth.
Yeah. see how you're working specifically with the clothing, the folds in the clothing. Very detailed.
Okay, so let me see if I get the structure of this this bench. Has,
Are you talking about the bench where your subject is on?
yeah,
Oh.
trying to get the structure of the bench, the architecture of the bench. And what helps is that since there is little time to do all of this, is that I am going to keep it really general, or at least that is my attempt. and try just not to do much rendering if I can help it. Okay, this goes here. Takes a bit of patience and allowing yourself the time to make these allowing yourself the time to be as accurately as possible without spending too much time on these things. But you really got to stop and think about it. You know, because there we go.
Okay. Well, Robert says he apologized. He has to leave. He's heading off to a neighborhood party. That sounds like a slamming party. We'll return and watch it to the end later. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great time at your party.
Yes.
Wish I had a party to go to. You know me, I probably wouldn't go, right?
Yeah, you would be in the house painting. Oh, Mr. Vic is with us.
Mr. Vic.
Mr. Vic, how are you? Okay, well, okay. Mr. Vic says he's here with the mother-in-law. Oh, that's good.
Cool.
So I will watch all later. I have to pay attention to the family stories and laugh at the right moments.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, have a good visit with your mother-in-law.
Like I said, most of this is going to be impressionistic rather than worry about every and I see that I really, the picture kind of cuts off like kind of right here. And so I don't want to invent stuff. At least not now. So I'm going to I hate making these circles. I didn't like the way that looks, so I'll paint some of that out. I can always work back into that. There's a bottle right there. How am I gonna paint this bottom?
Well,
First thing is to paint around it.
Yeah, I was thinking that once the sneakers stand out, then the bottle will stand out too.
Yeah. Yeah, it always depends on what you paint around it.
Okay. It's really showing up well.
Oh, okay.
It's via the technology.
Now, I remember taking this picture, and it was autumn, obviously, from all these brown and orange leaves on the ground. This was a long time ago in Bronx Botanical Gardens. When I took this photo.
Really? And it was about August?
Yeah, it was in August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we took the kids to the gardens, botanical gardens.
Oh, okay.
Not August. It was in autumn. It was in autumn, I said.
Well, yeah. Oh, that would be in September. September and later.
Right.
Well, you sure? Because she got a short sleeve shirt on.
Yeah, it was in autumn. I remember. No. It was early spring. What was early spring? No, it was autumn. Jeez. Yeah. It was one day of that year. Whatever day that was. That we went to the botanical gardens. And took the kids. I remember we have kids, right? Yeah. Yeah, see, I remember we had kids. And we took them to the botanical gardens.
Okay. Okay. Well, we have Jania.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm saying that right. Jania Lee. And they
Uh-huh.
say hello.
Hi. So, if you're just chiming in, do like Jania did, just say hi. Let us know. Maybe let us know where you're from or what you're working in. You know, what type of art you do. Tell us something about yourself. You're here to chat. Let's chat.
Mm-hmm.
This thing.
I see you were working on the background. I thought you were going to leave that general.
Yeah, I am, but
Mhm.
there has to be the background has to be there. It's going to be general.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna paint every leaf. You know, this whole painting is going to be about being general.
Okay. Well, Lee, let us know how long you've been painting and what are the challenges that you go through when you paint or draw. Oh, okay. Lee chimes in. I love to do drawings with color pencils, but I just started more painting. Okay.
Okay. Sometimes in my painting, I actually would come by and touch up with color pencils in my gouache work. It helps out a lot, especially when you're working so tiny and you know there's only so much that you can get in. You don't want to lose. You don't. I don't. I try not to go too detailed, but at the same time, there's some things that I want to that comes across in the painting. You know. and that I'm not able to get at it with my brush sometimes. Let's see what it is.
Okay. Well, Lee says, I used to do a lot of charcoal portraits, but I wanted to try something new.
Oh, okay. Charcoal's a fun medium to work in.
Oh, really? You've worked in it before?
Yeah, I've worked in charcoal. I've most of the time when I did charcoal was at school.
Oh,
In my
okay.
college days,
Mhm,
which were long behind me now.
mhm. Yeah, I never seen you use charcoal.
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I haven't used it too much since then. I've used it a few times,
Oh, okay.
but not too much since I went to Parsons. Since I left Parsons.
Okay. So, if I'm right, then your favorite medium, if I have that right, would be gouache and oils.
Yes.
Mhm. Mm.
And actually, watercolor too.
A watercolor too.
Yeah, transparent watercolor.
Okay. Okay. Well, Lee, I hope that it's working out. Just doing more paintings. And what do you see as a challenge that you're working through when it comes to the paintings? That'd be interesting to know. Mm.
Okay. Well, listen. I also want to announce something. I hope everybody's not running to the woods when I say that. But
You said running to
yeah. Oh, you're gonna announce something? Oh. I have a Patreon page, and the link is below. But I also want to say that on that page, I have a new tier that I just put up, and I mean, pretty soon another. I'm going to be teaching a class on gouache at Pennsylvania Studio School. I think that's how the thing is, the full name of it, or the Pennsylvania Studio School, and it's going to be an online course. But in addition to that, on my Patreon, I have a new tier where I wanted to do something where I can kind of have a one-on-one with people. So on basically what your interests are as far as art is concerned, whether it's painting, digital art, and you know what, we can take it to the point of, it could be like your own one-on-one class session. So if you ever had any questions you wanted answered with regards to art, digital art, painting, or just art in general, I am particularly, when it comes to digital, I am particular about the software that I use, but my approach is similar across the board as far as digital is concerned. So it's applicable for just about any digital art medium. The only difference is that software like Rebel has these great brushes that really look like what they say they are, as far as like oils or something like that, and watercolor, I like, and I wrote a book that was printed actually from a publisher in India on Sketchbook. Back then it was called Sketchbook Pro. So that those will be like the software I would give advice in mostly. But I do have Photoshop and other stuff. So but going back to the idea of having this one-on-one session, I was hoping that it would be something like, just being able to talk to someone who is interested about art and pursuing art and wanting to further their understanding of art and as technique or what have you. So, or just need some advice in general on art. So I opened that Patreon page. It's a $40 page for not $40 page. I'm sorry, a $40 tier. Other tiers are you can the link will be below. You can put you can share the link there.
Okay,
let's
send that. Okay.
And it would the other tiers are they have their own rewards, but this particular one is about having a session that would last like 40 minutes, so, and that we can get to I can get to help out with whatever you need in regards to painting, drawing, and like I said, if you wanted to have a one-on-one about painting in gouache or something like that, we can do that. We can set up a class type situation. It would be on Zoom, and you don't need a Zoom account to do that. You can just we'll just make an appointment for that very month that you had signed up for it. And then if you felt like that session was everything that you needed, then you can just stop right there. But if you feel like you need or want more sessions, more one-on-one and more class time, then we can keep on going. It's entirely up to you. But I thought it would be neat not just to have a class, which I will be teaching, but to have a one-on-one session. So it's your own class, or class catered to what it is that you have questions about.
Okay. Well, remember earlier I was talking about challenges. I was asking Lee, what are some of the challenges they face? And she said the hardest challenge is when it comes to layering.
Yeah.
I get layering the paint, right? Is that
layering paint or layering the pencils, because you work in layers. As far as the pencils are concerned. Yeah, it takes patience. Mm-hmm. It takes a great deal of patience, and it takes time. You gotta trust that the process, whatever process that you are working with, that it will work if you just give it the patience and the time. And I know that's a difficult thing, especially when a lot of us love to rush to the end. We want to see what the outcome is going to be. But there's a lot of stuff to do in between the outcome and and what you have to do to get there. So it takes a lot of patience. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. Obviously, there's a lot to go here. And there's a lot to do just all over this painting. But it's fun to do this and get this far. If you can see my palette, it's all covered in paint. So I'm going to put a couple of touches here, and then what you can do, if you are subscribed to my channel, you can always look over at my my community tab on my channel. If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. And what I will do is the final version of this painting, I will put up, the finished version I will put up on my community tab so that everyone can see how it wound up. But I am going to call it over here and say that's it for this live stream. And what's going to happen is that I'm going to probably put in a lot more detail that I had really intended to when I work on this later. But So that's it. Listen, I'm glad you guys joined in. Like I said, there are links on the bottom. Check it out. There are just different ways that you can help us with growing this channel. I want to thank my wife for helping out here and you know, fielding the questions and stuff like that, and letting me know who's chiming in. Say bye, Karen.
Okay, well, bye. Glad you were with us today.
Okay. All right, so thank you so much. Listen, we'll be back next week, next Saturday. In the meantime, on my channel, there are a ton of videos there on different subjects, whether it's gouache and whether it's digital or drawing or whatever. There's something there for everyone, okay? There's, I even did some, not colored pencils, but I don't know if you ever tried, what do you call the either wash pencils or watercolor pencils. Those are things that I played around with too. So, but anyway, there's a ton of stuff on my channel that you can view and look through. So, and then think of those links as far as supporting this channel. But anyway, subscribe, like, share. Thank you. I'll be back here next week. Bye bye. Okay.